Talked about narcissistic family members. So now I'm going to be talking about these toxic enablers and these flying monkeys that empower the narcissists to keep doing what they're doing. And so first of all, when you have narcissistic people, narcissistic family member, you're going to also have toxic enablers. And these people pretty much empowers your narcissistic family members. These people give your narcissistic family members the power to operate, the power to continue on and doing whatever they're doing to abuse you. And don't get it twisted, y'all. Do not get it twisted. These toxic enablers and these flying monkeys, they are abusing you too, right along with the narcissistic family member. They are abusing you too. Anytime these people invalidate the traumatic experience that you had experienced as a child, early adulthood, and sometimes you can be continuing to go through the abuse. And anytime somebody invalidate, what you gone through, that's a form of abuse too. Just as responsible as the abuse as your narcissistic family members. And a lot of times these toxic enablers, these flying monkeys, a lot of times these people, they don't have a mind of their own. These people are people pleasers. They codependent. A lot of them have low self-esteem. They can't think for themselves. They feel like they owe the narcissist loyalty. They feel like they owe them this duty, to be loyal to them, which is crazy. But the thing about that is, the reason why a lot of them feel that they owe the narcissist loyalty is because, excuse the background music behind me. But anyway, the reason why they feel like they owe the narcissist, your narcissistic family member, this loyalty is because a lot of these people, they up on the witchcraft powers. Your narcissistic family member, these people has the Jezebel spirit that's operating in them. And in this witchcraft power that they operate in, they have a strong ability to cause people to see you in a negative light. They know how to manipulate, and they know how to create this false narrative to you about other people. Because these people, they're not operating in a physical realm, they operating in a spiritual realm. And so that's why these people, they have this great, ability to cause people to see you in this negative light. And a lot of times these toxic enablers, these flying monkeys, a lot of times these people, they come into agreement with the narcissist, these narcissistic family members. And they don't really understand, that they come into agreement, with wicked powers, demonic powers, the spirit of Jezebel. And so when they come into agreement, with these narcissistic family members to abuse you, to come against you, they come under the power of, they come up under the control of the spirit of Jezebel. And that's why that spirit is able to control them. A lot of times these people are blind. A lot of times these people, they don't even know that they up under the control of the spirit of Jezebel. They don't even realize it. So that's why, when you try to come to them and you try to tell them your side of the story, what's going on, they don't believe you. Because these people have been blindsided by the spirit of Jezebel. They don't understand that they up under the powers of mind control, witchcraft control. And so a lot of times, these people, they just, they don't understand, when you go to these people and you try to explain your side of the story or what's going on, these people, they love to discredit you. They love to invalidate you. And when they invalidate you, they don't understand that they re-traumatize you all over again. That's a form of abuse right there. That's that's gaslighting. Anytime these people try to make it seem that you still to blame, you still at fault for how your narcissistic family members treated you, basically these people are gaslighting you. That's another form of abuse too. They trying to make you discredit your reality, because the narcissistic family member, they've been talking about you for a very long time, for many years, painting you in this negative light. And by the time you get ready to share your story, to tell your story, about these people, or when you get ready to escape the abuse from your narcissistic family member, they already been working on your character many years ago. Lot of this time they've been started to traumatize you as a little child. A lot of times these people, these narcissistic family members, they start painting a narrative, a false narrative about you as a child. And when you go through all this abuse and stuff, and when they traumatize you, and then they basically put all these word curses on you, and basically they destroy your self-esteem. And then when you start acting out because of the abuse, you may start doing bad things, and stuff like this. Now they can go and say, hey, I told you she was crazy, or I told you she was like that, she wasn't no good, I told you she's this, that, and the other, and all this stuff. But they don't understand, these people has been putting their mouth on you behind closed doors. They've been putting word curses and stuff on you. Because, when they start doing this to you as a child, you don't understand what is going on with you. You don't understand, and you don't know how to, you pretty much don't know how to process the abuse, what you're going through. So, as a child, you internalize the false narrative, what these people have painted about you. But actuality, this is a lie from the pit of hell, because these people, they want you to believe that you're a bad person. They want you to believe that you the devil, that you all these evil things, because really it's all designed by the enemy. And the devil, he used these people because, see, the devil don't want you to come into your calling. He don't want you to walk in your purpose. So a lot of times your narcissistic family members, they like to put you appoint you as the scapegoat, to take on all their sins, to take on the blame, the dysfunction of everything that goes wrong in the family. Just like they did Jesus. Jesus became the scapegoat for all of our sin. He buried the cross for all of our sin. He carried the cross for all of our sins. That's the same thing that they want to do. They want to sacrifice you to this evil altar that they have placed you upon. And they want you to carry all the burdens of their sin, because they don't want to face the sins. They don't want to face they flaws. They don't want to face their childhood trauma and all the abuse and trauma that they dealt with. So it's easy for them to appoint somebody appoint somebody to take the blame and the shame. And so a lot of time, guys, when you dealing with these people that's associated with your narcissistic family members, they be playing both sides of the fence. A lot of times they be smiling in your face, and they going back telling everything that you told them, anything that you tell these evil, toxic enablers, anything about what your goals are, what you're trying to do, you're trying to level up in life, and anything like that, whatever crisis you got going on, even your darkest secrets, they're going to run back and go back and tell your narcissistic family members. So, guys, if I was you, when you go no contact with these narcissistic family members, you also have to go no contact with the people that's associated with them. Because trust me, all your business is being spread, to these people. Now, first of all, you may not really hear about it and stuff like that, but let you dare get into an argument or you fall out with the toxic enablers, oh, they're going to really go rampage and tell all your business. They're going to let it be known. Any little misunderstanding that you have, trust me, they're going to reveal their ugly head. And they're going to reveal that they weren't for you all along. Any little misunderstanding that you have with these toxic enablers, these flying monkeys, trust me, they're going to go ahead and go full-fledged crazy on you, telling all your business. You know, you like, man, you know, where did all this come from? These people been having hatred, malice against you anyway. So that's why when the narcissist family members, you know, when they turn against you, especially these toxic enablers, these flying monkeys, when they turn against you, you get into an argument, have a misunderstanding with them, they let you know that they was already on the narcissistic family member side anyway. So they letting you know I was never for you anyway, because a lot of times these toxic enablers, these people, they jealous of you. They have a lot of hatred, malice, they envious of you, or for whatever reason, they don't like you no way. So that's why when I went no contact with my narcissistic family, I went no contact with the people that's associated with them, because these toxic enablers, they feel like they have a duty to serve these narcissistic family members. Whatever the narcissistic family member tell them to do, they feel like a sense of call that they must obey them. If the narcissistic family tell them, oh, can you call her on the phone and tell, you know, or